Look who showed up. Well, as Fred Keeley already told us, Rod Diridon, yes, that Rod Diridon of the Diridon Station is in the house.
Still catching my breath from the walk over. I had a little close experience with a nice man with a scalpel a couple of years ago. Wound up with one lung and one vocal cord. That is a mean trick to play on an old politician when you can't speak. I came here to support Mayor Keeley in his desire to make sure you protect your rail system. Let me begin with a truism that he may have already shared with you. Rail and trails with rail banking, where they tear up the rails and promise to put them back across the United States, has not one time ever resulted in the rails being put back. Always when they take the rails out, promise to put them back after they put the trail in, you lose the rail system. So don't fall for that one. Second thought is that whether we like it or not, we're about to become what's called a megalopolis. A megalopolis is where it's Paris or Tokyo or London or New York to some extent. Toronto's a nice one. And we can be a nice one if we are careful with our land use while we allow industry to expand. Now, Silicon Valley is growing like a weed. Let me tell you, it's going through a metamorphosis right now, moving from the old technologies to the new AI-based technologies, and it's growing like a weed. And it's gonna be here, whether they're here driving cars or whether they're here riding a clean train. They're gonna be here. So if we don't reestablish those rail lines and put the people on clean rail transportation, electrically powered, probably battery powered in the future, if we don't do that, Caltrans is gradually going to expand our roadway systems into first 4 lanes, 6 lanes, 8 lanes, and it's going to cost much more than building the rail systems. It's going to create much more pollution. It's going to kill more people on those roads. It's going to be more expensive for the people because they have to buy $5, $6, $7 a gallon gasoline instead of being able to live like the people in those other megalopolises, primarily traversing the morning commute on a rail transportation system. We can do that now. We're at the nexus point in making those decisions now. Now, Santa Cruz is way ahead of us in that you did make the decision. You voted to protect your rail line. And there are going to be continual attempts at reversing that decision. So you have to be tough until you can get the money to build the rail. But remember that you're going in the right direction. You're doing the right thing for your community and for your grandchildren. If you don't do that now, there'll never be an opportunity again. You'll be one of those megalopolises, is that a word? that you don't like to think about. Like Tokyo, like sprawls out like a big cancer, or New York to some extent. Now, you've made the right decision to begin with. Now think of what you're going to have in 20 years if you negotiate right. We get rid of, can't be political here, Washington, D.C. That's another way of saying it. And we get back to the point of having funding coming out of Washington, D.C. for transportation projects like we used to. It used to be that when you had a good project, that the that you got through an environmental review, and the public supported at the local level, and your congressional delegation supported, you'd get 80% of the money for that project from the federal government. Well, you can imagine what it is now. It's more like none, or maybe 10 or 20%. But that can reverse very quickly in just a matter of election. When that happens, and I'm convinced it will, you'll be in line for very strong support. Now you got a Congress member from down here that has a lineage of power. Jimmy Panetta knows how to make things happen, let me tell you. He knows the levers, and if he doesn't, Daddy will tell him. So you've got a great opportunity with the power in the right place, your planning coming together at the right time, to be one of the good megalopolises, a Toronto type, where the environment is protected. You have people coming in and out of your community on electrically powered rail every day, rather than overwhelming your highway systems, and making your people comfortable. The last element of that is to make sure that the growth that you're going to experience it, you can't avoid it, is upward instead of outward. It's called transit-oriented development, TOD, and put it on top of the train stations. Build up 20, 30 stories right on top of the parking and the train stations, and you're going to accommodate thousands and thousands of new people here in that kind of a development, and it won't ruin your open spaces around your communities. So give that a kind of a systematic thought, the whole thing systematically, and you're going to continue to have one of the nicest places in the world to live, as you do now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Diridon. We are honored to have you here today.